guys. For story today, we are going to read the beginning of Caps for Sale. Now, some of you are familiar with this story, and we have read it in class before. So this is going to be a review because I want to see if you know what happens in the story. So, Caps for Sale. And this is by Esfer Slobodkina. Caps for Sale. Once there was a peddler who sold caps. But he was not like an ordinary peddler carrying his waves on his back. He carried them on top of his head. First he had on his own checked cap, then a bunch of gray caps, then a bunch of brown caps, then a bunch of blue caps, and on the very top, a bunch of red caps. So there's our peddler, and he's wearing all his caps on his head. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight so as not to upset his caps. As he went along, he called, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the street and he walked down the street calling, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody even wanted a red cap. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," he said, and he walked out of town, slowly, as not to upset his caps. He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. "That's a nice place for a rest," thought he. Have you ever gone for a walk and rested by a tree? Or taken a picnic by a tree? Trees have a lot of uses, and we were talking about trees this week and how they're great for our environment and things, and he's using it to rest, to take a nap. They provide us with shade, which is one of the facts that we'll learn this week, and that's probably why he's using the tree, to lean on and get some shade. He sat down very slowly under the tree and leaned back little by little against the tree trunk so as not to disturb the caps of his head. He's leaning on the trunk, which is a part of the tree. Then he put up his hand to feel if they were straight. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, then the red caps on the very top. They were all there. So he went to sleep. He slept for a long time. When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested. But before standing up, he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place. All he felt was his own checked cap. Where did his caps go? He looked to the right of him, no caps. He looked to the left of him, no caps. He looked in back of him, no caps. He looked behind him, no caps. Then he looked up in the tree. And what do you think he saw? And that's where we're going to end today. Tomorrow we're going to read the rest of the story. Some of you might remember what happened to our peddler's caps, but some of you might not. So if you do not remember, I want you to make a prediction. And if you do remember, I want you to talk to your families about what happened. And tomorrow we'll figure out and find out what happens, okay? I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you later.